many months should I give to make a demo reel as a student? It depends on how much experience you have. If you have no shots right now to work on or on your demo reel, think about it in this way. Typical animation curriculum, so for example, Animation Mentor, Anim School, these kind of curriculums, it's an 18-month curriculum. So in 18 months, that's how long it takes to learn animation and then get some sort of reel in place. So if you're starting from that kind of position where you don't have a reel yet and you are trying to build one, it's going to be at least 18 to 24 months. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that 18 months is to finish the program. Typically, to get a reel that's going to get you a job, it takes at least another 6 months, if not a little bit more, after you finish the program, because that's when you can really just take time and polish and bring it all together. So if you're totally new, and again, this is just a totally based on school curriculum number, not on talent. Some people can go much faster, but expect to take maybe 18 to 24 months. Is that bad? No. Animation is difficult. It takes time to learn, it takes time to do that. And I'm noticing my stream quality is dropping in and out. Not sure what's going on here. But yeah, it takes time, and that's not a bad thing. Yeah, I listened to a podcast the other day, and they were talking to a scientist that specializes in sleep. I didn't sleep out of you, but sleep. See, yeah, so it takes time, and some people it'll take longer. Other people it'll take much shorter. There's no specific number. The main thing when you're working and trying to learn animation, your goal is to get into the industry, is make sure you understand the fundamentals. I see a lot of people, especially when they don't have a curriculum to base themselves off of, they'll just kind of skip ahead because, well, we want to do the cool stuff. Like everyone I know as a student, and when I see students, we all want to do the cool stuff first. So we want to do like lip sync. We want to do acting. We want to do action scenes. None of those are important if you don't know your fundamentals. If you don't know the 12 principles. Those need to be learned first. You need those 12 principles. And you need to understand why you're using them. Not just memorize the names. There's timing, there's composition, there's all the 12 principles. You can name them all off. That doesn't matter. You have to understand why you're using them. Why are you using ease in, ease out? Why are you using overshoot and overlap and secondary action? All of those. From there, you start learning basic mechanics. Now, basic mechanics, what are those? That's things like a walk, a weight shift, just having a character go from one leg and shift their weight over to the next. Do simple mechanics like that. Don't worry about flips and tricks and lip sync and big complex shots. Just make sure you can get the small stuff first. Because those small things, a weight shift, for example, a weight shift is in everything. Every action that we do, we shift our weight. Which means that if you don't understand how to do a weight shift, no action that you ever do will work. So you build up those skills. And eventually you will get to the lip sync and the acting, and you're going to have the knowledge to back them up. If you just skip ahead just to those, it's not going to be helpful. Now, that's not to say that you can't dabble in them. Again, this is coming into the drawing mentality, where in order to learn how to draw properly, you need to learn how to, or you need to learn anatomy. You need to learn about line weight. You need to learn about all of these different concepts that will help to improve your drawing skills. But it doesn't mean that you can't try to do a more complex drawing. You can try to draw something that has a story to it, that has a composition. You might not understand all of it, but you're going to try, and some things will work, some things won't. That's not a bad thing. That's experience. But then you go back and then you practice. For example, let's say you did a drawing and, I just couldn't get the feet right. I was trying to draw the feet and the ankle, like something was weird about them. Well, now you take time and you study how to do the feet. And same thing with hands or the face. Maybe you were trying to draw the eyes and the eyes just felt so dead. So now you take some time and learn how to draw the eyes. You can do the same thing with animation. You try a little bit more of a complex animation, and then you take a step back and go, okay, what am I missing? This is where asking for feedback comes in handy. And let's say you're missing the weight of the character. There's just no weight. Okay, how do I get weight? So you take a step back and you do quick little exercises, weight shifts, have a character lift something. Not a big shot, like 24 to 48 frames, nothing more. And you try to understand, what was I missing here? Once you understand that, try a big shot again. See how it goes. So you're constantly progressing. Now, ideally, you would want to just kind of progress forward instead of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because it ends up saving more time in the end. But unless you have a curriculum, that's very hard to do. Let's see. Universities in general take years to graduate. Why should animation be faster? Exactly. Animation is an art form. It takes time. So it goes with anything. You're learning a lot of things. So don't expect it to be done in 6 months. Or like, oh yeah, if I just start now, and this goes for everyone, if I just start now, I'm going to be an animator in 3 months. Yeah. No, not at all. Doesn't mean you're never going to be an animator, but it just takes time. And you want to not put that stress on yourself.